Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here with me today. In today's video, I'm going to be running through 17 brands that begin with the letter B that I currently have on my brands list of clothing brands to look out for at the thrift store or wherever I go sourcing to resell online. Hopefully that made sense. That was a really long run-on sentence, but yeah, I have 17 B brands from my current brands list on my phone. I keep a track of all the brands I either hear from other YouTubers, read online, or discover myself when I'm out thrifting and I look up a new brand on my phone just so I have a reference. And then I also have 7 additional brands that begin with the letter A. I made a brands video like 2 weeks ago, and I forgot to include these 7 A brands. I just missed over them in my notes when I was going through them. So we're going to start with the 7 A brands, and they're going to move into the 17 B brands. For every one of these brands, I'm going to be spelling them out because I'm going to try my best with pronunciation, but I am no expert on the English language, and some of these I don't think even follow English language rules. And so I'm going to spell them out for you guys. And I'm also going to be adding what they sell, whether it's women's or men's clothing, and what type of clothing they sell for every brand, because I didn't do that in the last video, and I think that would be helpful for people so they know if they're looking in the men's section or the women's section, if they should keep their eye out for the specific brand. And someone also in my last video requested that I put a screenshot of all the brands. And so I will do that at the very end of this video. I will not be taking a screenshot of these note cards because they are very, very messy. Rough draft, first draft, only draft, but then I will be creating a nice drawn out list for you guys to screenshot on your phone if you want to, or you can just write them down and follow along, or you can just listen. But I hope this video is informative, entertaining, or helpful in any way to you. We have the brand Anine Bing, spelled A-N-I-N-E space B-I-N-G, and Anine Bing sells women's clothing. Next, we have the brand Allen Edmonds, spelled A-L-L-E-N space E-D-M-O-N-D-S, and Allen Edmonds sells men's dress shoes. I have come across a pair of Allen Edmonds a few times before. Usually they're in pretty worse for wear, and Goodwill I know can mark them up, but I found a pair at the Goodwill outlet before, luckily. Next we have the brand Alex Evenings, spelled A-L-E-X space E-V-E-N-I-N-G-S, and Alex Evenings sells women's formal wear. I know from personal experience that bigger sizes do better and prettier dresses do better. I feel like when you're a reseller, you know when something's cuter, so you buy it based on not just the brand, but if it's actually cute or not. So yeah, Alex Evenings is a women's formal wear brand. Next, we have the brand APL, spelled A-P-L, and APL sells athletic shoes, men's, women's, and kids. Next, we have the brand Alexander Berman, spelled A-L-E-X-A-N-D-R-E, space B-I-R-M-A-N, and Alexander Berman sells women's shoes, very, very expensive women's shoes, like over $500. I think that's the brand that I'm thinking of. I went onto every one of these brand websites before I did this video just to kind of look at the prices and what they sell. Next, we have another women's shoe brand that also starts with the letter A, and that is Azalea Wang, spelled A-Z-A-L-E-A space W-A-N-G, and Azalea Wang sells women's shoes, like I said. The last A brand I have for this video is Another Soul, spelled A-N-O-T-H-E-R-S-O-L-E. Another Soul, all one word. Another Soul sells men's and women's shoes. I think they're comfort shoes or minimalist shoes, something like that. When I went on the website, I saw a lot of lace-up flats. All right, let's move on to the B brands now. I'm going to try to talk a little slower through the B brands. I know that I can get going and talk, but I want to make sure that anyone who's listening or trying to write things down, that you can accurately hear me and write them down or listen along and understand what I'm saying. I mean, you can always slow down this video, I think, in YouTube, but I'll talk slower for you guys. Next, we have the brand Burberry, spelled B-U-R-B-E-R-R-Y. Burberry sells men's and women's clothing, as well as men and women's accessories. Next, we have the brand Billy Reid,
spelled Billy space Reid.
And Billy Reid sells men's clothing. Next, we have the brand Brooks Brothers, spelled Brooks space Brothers. And Brooks Brothers sell men's and women's clothing. I feel like Brooks Brothers is pretty common to come across. At least I've come across it a few times. But I know for a fact that Brooks Brothers, some pieces sell better than others. I mean, that's true for every brand, but specifically Brooks Brothers, I know that some of their pieces are worth stuff and then other of their pieces just aren't. Next, we have the brand Bad Birdie. Reminds me of what a rapper would name themselves. The Bad Birdie is spelled BAD space BIRDIE, and Bad Birdie sells men's and women's golf apparel. I looked at their dresses, their tennis dresses, and they were so cute, but over $100. So maybe I'll think of buying one for myself on the resale market because I've never come across the brand Bad Birdie before. Next, we have the brand Brahmin, spelled BRAHMIN. And Brahmin sells handbags, wallets, accessories. Along with clothing, I do like to sell accessories, shoes, purses, occasionally the home good or novelty item, but usually I stick to clothing. I feel like clothing also encapsulates accessories and purses and stuff like that. And I feel like purses can sell generally quickly. I had a red Steve Madden purse that sold really quickly. So Brahmin. Next, we have the brand Bed Stew, spelled BED space STU. I feel like that's such a funny name because they sell men's and women's shoes and accessories. And I feel like Bed Stew would be like pajamas or resort wear or spa wear, but not women's and men's shoe accessories is what I think of when I think of Bed Stew. But we have Bed Stew and they sell shoes and accessories. Next, we have the brand Bernardo, spelled BERNARDO. And Bernardo sells men's and women's outerwear. I believe they only sell outerwear. I did a little bit of looking at their website, but honestly, a lot of these websites on my phone were slow. They were having a hard time loading and their websites were glitchy. So their clothing may be expensive, but their websites need some work. Next, we have the brand Bontoni, spelled BONTONI. And Bontoni sells men's dress shoes, very expensive men's dress shoes. We're talking 500 plus, 600 plus, 800 plus even. So crazy that you'd spend that much for a men's dress shoe, but some people like them. Next, we have the brand Barbour, spelled BARBOUR. And Barbour sells men's and women's clothing. Next, we have the brand Barefoot Dreams, and I actually just found a Barefoot Dreams cardigan at the thrift store. I think it is in my last haul video. Did I do a haul video for this? Anyway, I've only ever found Barefoot Dreams twice, the last time recently. And Barefoot Dreams is spelled BAREFOOT, barefoot, one word, and then space dreams, DREAMS. And Barefoot Dreams sells all ages plus pet stuff, plus home stuff. And the stuff they sell is kind of like cozy resort wear. Reminds me of the spa, chilling, lounge wear. Next, we have the brand Bryn Walker, spelled BRYN space WALKER. And Bryn Walker sells women's clothing. Next, we have the brand Black Crane, spelled BLACK, regular spelling of black, and then Crane, CRANE. And Black Crane sells women's minimalist clothing. Next, we have another brand that starts with the word black. This is Black Halo, spelled BLACK space HALO. And Black Halo sells women's formal wear. So we kind of have two contrasting brands that start with the word black. Black Crane sells women's minimalist clothing, and then Black Halo sells women's kind of more out there clothing. I saw some really pretty patterns, some interesting, sleeve designs. So definitely more bold clothing, whereas Black Crane's more minimalist. Next, we have the brand Babaton, which is an Aritzia brand. And Babaton is spelled BABATON. And Aritzia is spelled ARITZIA. And Babaton sells women's clothing. Next, we have the brand Burlebo, spelled BURLEBO. And Burlebo sells men's sport clothing. So think fishing shirts and golf shirts, very basic stuff, but at a high price, like 50 plus, which is crazy to me. And then we have the brand Bumpsuit, which is exactly what it sounds like. It sells maternity clothing. And Bumpsuit is spelled BUMPSUIT. I looked on their website and they sell really, really cute, onesies, one piece, romper outfits for pregnant ladies, and I wish I would have bought a pair when I was pregnant because I feel like I didn't have any cute clothes, you know, but they are expensive, over $100. Okay, this is the very last B brand, you guys, but this is the brand Bylt, B-Y-L-T. And Bylt sells all ages clothing. I would steer clear of the kids clothing though, because they're just not worth as much. And Bylt, their catchphrase or their slogan under Bylt on their website was premium basics. So I assume they sell a lot of basics. Bylt premium basics. I think that the ones that are more expensive have probably better material content. That is everything. I'm going to take a moment now and up on the screen, put the brands list screenshot for anyone who is interested and wants to screenshot this video to their phone.
So I spelled Billy in Billy Read wrong. It's actually spelled B-I-L-L-Y. I don't know what I was thinking it was B-I-L-L-I-E, but it is just B-I-L-L-Y. So it's written wrong on the list. Just remember that it's B-I-L-L-Y.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. Hope you learned something. Maybe you learned, even if it's just one brand, I feel like it's worth your while because hearing these brands over and over and over again, even if you are a experienced reseller, can help you out there. I feel like hearing these brands over and over again, even for myself, helps me. I probably am going to watch my own brands videos back because they're helpful, right? They get them in my brain. And I also like, seeing what the tag looks like, which I do for these videos to show you guys, what they look like. The more expensive clothing brands have the most basic logos on their clothing. This minimalist branding logo is going on. Everyone's doing the black and white thing. So usually the more minimalistic brand means it's more expensive, but not always. Sometimes the tag looks really out there. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully. Bye.